Hey guys, welcome back for some more Foundry. Last episode we had started expanding our mining operations here and over on the Xenoferrite, and we had started the research to unlock ignium ore, which is essentially our analog for coal. It's kind of what we're going to use for our initial fuel source to generate power for our base. And just after I ended that last episode, we finished that research, so we can actually now scan for some ignium ore. And if we do that, we'll find some probably just over there. Yeah, see? See how deep these patches go? There. So the ignium is it's a little bit deeper, and it actually doesn't. It looks like it has kind of a different bowl shape to it. This is all a bowl or a ball, whereas these over here are more like bowl shaped. But what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to get our get down to the ignium ore, which means we're going to have to mine the ground around here to get down to it, and then we'll set up some miners on it, and then we'll start producing power pretty much right here. But before we do that, I would like to expand these miners a little bit more, because we can each miner here can actually support up to 8 furnaces. So I'm gonna get 8 furnaces set up on this line right here, and we'll do the same thing over on the Technomore. Sorry, one second. And then from there, we will maybe expand the mining itself and set up a couple more miners for each one of these little patches, and have us a good outflow of both Xenoferrite and Technum. So we're going to go ahead and start doing that. In order to do that, we need, let's see, so it's 1, 2, 3, and it looks like we need to add some more biomass to our burners here, because these are not producing anything at the moment, and we can't interact with them and grab the things that they have in them without adding biomass to them. But these are too wide, and we need 1, 2, 3 from 8, 5 more. So that's 10 blocks long. And we'll go 4 wide just to match what we've already got there. And we're gonna just slap down a bunch of these. Oh, we're out. Alright, do we have any biomass on us? Inventory, we do have some. Not much, but some. Get these puppies cooking so we can collect the stuff out of them, so we can make more stuff. Oh, right, and we're gonna have to put stuff in on the other end here. Can I make... not a generator, smelter. So I need 1 more for here, and then I believe 5 for the Technomore, I think. And what's our belt situation? We probably need to make some belts too. $40 by 2, that'll get us 80. There, 150, that's 300 belts that we'll end up with ultimately there. And we end up having to make some more loaders. But for now, let's just go ahead and get these other things set up here. Go again, 10 by 4. Get these set up. Get these cooking again. It's last of our biomass. Go ahead and craft up, what, 10 loaders? Go to at least there. Have to wait on the loaders here. Come over here and do the same thing. And then we're gonna have to set up some more foundation too, so we have something to set our loaders on. Now we're just gonna have to wait for the loaders to craft because we don't have any. So ultimately, eventually what we'll end up doing is we'll set up, in fact, I think we already have our assemblers unlocked. So smelter, assembler. Yeah, so I can actually automate the process of making some of these things, but we're going to have to turn our technum and xenoferrite into other things. Does this have a sort button? Auto sort. It does. Yay. Good. We'll finish letting those belts craft, and then we'll get these things going, and then we'll should probably go ahead and craft some miners too. Actually, we'll go ahead and just leave that at 1 for now. And we need to make another biomass burner, and we need to go collect some biomass, really. That's what we need to be collecting right now. We're going to have to kickstart our power generation setup for the ignium. It's going to take some power to actually get the miners to start going, and then we'll collect, get the ignium, get it up to the burner generators that we're going to create. In fact, it might not be a bad idea to queue up a couple of them. Burner U. We'll queue up 2 of those. We're going to need a bunch more loaders too, so we might just go ahead and queue up the rest of that as loaders. And hopefully have enough belt to do the thing. So let's keep going with some biomass for a little bit, and then we'll go dig up the ignium ore. Get down to the point that we can start mining it. Put down our foundations and our miners, etc., etc., etc. And then hopefully by that point, our miners and everything will be done and ready for us to actually start generating power that way, instead of having to go biomass burner to biomass burner to keep everything running. And it'll automate our power for us. Just about got that first set of loaders done, so we'll be able to go put those down and improve our output of the xenoferrite plates and the technum rods. Just give us a good stockpile of biomass going right now. Yeah. You take longer than you look like you should. No, that's not actually. Alright, let's go slap down these loaders real quick. Get these puppies producing. So we'll go copy that. We're inputting, yes, yes. And then we'll go over to the Technum, do the same thing over there. It'd be nice if there was like a little mini map on this. I could dig that for sure. Alright, go there, 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 and there. Why are we not outputting? Oh, there it goes. It's just taking its time. So it does look a little slow, but I guess if all of these things are functioning, you're not. You got nothing coming in. You're waiting on the input. So why? This should support all 8 of these. Fill up our that's part of it. So we're actually taxing our ability to produce stuff on each one of these platforms because of how much energy all that stuff costs. So let's go fix that. Let's find our Technum or Ignium, and we'll go dig it up, and we'll get us some legit power generation going over here. All right, so we are right on top of it. First thing, clear out all the stuff that is in our way. Kind of looks like the bigger some of these pieces are, the longer they take to disappear. You know, it's nothing but a thing, but it is a thing. Alright, one more time. It should be right underneath us here. It is. Just dig right down to it. There it is. Found us some ignium. So we'll clear out a good portion over the top of this deposit here. It's a little slow going, unfortunately. Although I believe, well, we'd have to crap a bunch of science packs though. I just used up a good portion, if not all, of our resources to get us to be able to generate power down here. But we can ultimately set up or collect research to increase our mining speed. It would apply both to the ground voxels like what I'm doing here. Oh, so that's another thing that I've found out about this game is that absolutely everything is destructible. So all the ground blocks, all of the ore blocks, all of the vegetation and rocks and stuff up here is all destructible, meaning that we can literally modify the entire layout or terrain as we need to make this whole situation work here. Alright, so we've got enough to kind of get started here. Base is over that away, so we might just do this, and it will get us our foundation set up. 1, 2, 3, 4 over like this, and we'll just go like that. We'll drop us a miner on here. We'll start you here for now. Oh, yeah, that'll be fine. And then we need to actually set up foundation connection going up, up, up. There we go. And base is that direction, so we're going to come out this way, right, like so. And then up here, what we want to do is we want to set up enough space here that we can have loaders bringing in the ore that we're going to generate here. But we want to set up these burner generators on a hotbar real quick and drop one of them down on the ground here. And I think go right here. We can run the belt along the edge of this. And we made 2 of these, so it should get us plenty of power going out from the little bit that we're going to be putting into it initially. Ultimately, this is still going to be a temporary power source because we'll be using the ignium for other things. Sorry, give me a sec here. But yeah, we'll be using the ignium ore for other things as we progress through technology. So remember, I said this is kind of like a coal analog, and xenoferrite is kind of like an iron analog, right? Well, you combine coal and iron, you make steel in most production games like this. But for now, I want to make sure that we're getting some ore, and then B, outputting it and going the direction we want it to adequately supply the things that we need to supply here. So what we want to do is probably go collect some more stuff, because I can make one. Good, maybe 2. Because I think we gotta go up 1, 2 blocks. Yeah, it looks like. And yeah, what we want to do here is take our belts, and we're gonna go ahead and output this away, and then I think here we're gonna add those ramps. Yeah, you can take the place of that right now. And here we're going to take our regular belts and send it around this way. And we want to go to here, so, or wait, no. I think we just want to go 1 more, and then we want to turn, right? Yeah, turn there. And we'll set our steps or our ramp up here and send the rest of the belts going that way. And we want to make sure that we're getting to at least both of these. And we want to put some input loaders here and here. And we want to put an output loader here. And we want to put a generator. We can actually probably pop it right here. And, whoop, uh-oh, that's not ideal. Come up, get up there. Just pop some stuff into it, and hopefully that will generate the power that we need to get our miners going. And once our miners start putting out product, we should get power generated from these puppies. And while that's doing that, we're going to run us a power line in the form of some foundation blocks here. All the way over to here. That'll generate power for this. And we're going to go ahead and do kind of the same sort of thing over here. We're going to keep it simple, keep it plain, but definitely be setting up some serious power situation here. One more just to make sure we clear. Oh, I'm out of blocks. I am out of blocks. Alright, well, let's go collect some more Xeno. Plenty of Xeno plates now. We're actually getting somewhere. Our power situation has been sorted. Let's go grab some Technum too. Actually, I think we probably have plenty of Technum. Yeah, oh yeah, we do. So let's, what was I making? Blocks. Dang it, hit the wrong button again. Let's craft, oh, say 100 of them. 200 of them. That works, sure. Alright, and now we just gotta finish connecting stuff up. How was I doing that? This way. Bam. And now everything is all connected up. Let's, it's over there? Yeah, over there. Let's run over here and see how these puppies are going, see what kind of power they're generating for us. Get off my screen, thank you. Grid stats, that's what we want. So we are generating far more than we need. We're only using about 10, maybe 15% of our power currently with these two burner generators that we've got running here. Those biomass burners will run out eventually, which is fine, and then our burner generators will be producing more. Or not producing more, but yeah, not producing more, but bleh. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. We'll use more of our capacity. That's what I'm after. But for now, we've got plenty of power going. Quick check on something real quick. Okay. And so what we need to do now is just kind of expand our production here. So that's the next goal. Is I think what we want to do is probably something like this. And maybe we'll run some more of these out this way. We'll drop us another miner, I think, here. Just to line it up here, get us 2 full belts of iron coming out. or feeding our burners here. So yeah, I need to craft some stuff. Maybe that's the next step we do is we go craft some of the, or set up some assemblers. But first we want 2 more miners. Where are we at on belts? 250. We've got, say, 2 out on the miners, and then we need 8 in on the smelters. So that's 2, 8 each. So 16. I need 18 loaders. Craft a couple more of those. Anything else? I don't think so. Not at the moment, at any rate. So we'll put down our miner here. Position that way. And then we will do the same thing with our smelters. Yeah. Probably something I should probably craft. We need 16 of those. So smelters, 5, 10, 15, 16. I guess let's run over to the Technum here, put down more foundation for us. So that's the ore. We don't want that yet. There. Is that right? Now, question is, if I put, I don't think it does. I think every block underneath the devices has to be foundation in order for it to function. Let's find out. What? No, that's not what I want. That's what I want. And rotate you around the right direction here. Yeah. Every block underneath it has to be foundation. Okay, well, that's not the end of the world. I can make that work. Rotate, rotate. So put you there. No, there. You should still be able to reach. Yes. Okay. And then you'll output to here, which is kind of like this. And that'll give us something to connect to. No, no, no. So that's the, that right there is kind of a sneak peek at the benefits of having 3-dimensional space to work in here. Is that I can layer those belts as many depths as I need to, which is somewhat different from what we might be used to from games like Factorio, where it's 2-dimensional and so you should be outputting. Oh, it's going to be the same thing with the furnaces, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Man, alright. Okay. Well, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We need 8 of these along that line there. 3, 4. No, not there. That is not where I told you to go, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, a little ways down there. 6. 7 and 8. Alright, then on the other side of these, we just want to go ahead and extend that belt down a bit and slap some of these bad boys down. So you want to make sure that we're inputting. Go there, 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 and there, there. And now all of those should be functional. Yeah. Okay, go do the same thing over on the Xeno. Did I build properly for that? I believe I'm okay. Yeah, because you're already mining, right? You're already full? Yeah. So we want to grab our other 8 smelters here, which are number 6. And we want to put them in a line. Do I want to symmetry it? Or, yeah, sure. Go to at least there. Alright. There, and there. Output. And input. Just match them up here. And voila, we now have 16 of each of these items going. Check our power situation here. And we're using almost 30% of our power now. Which is not ideal, but still got a little bit of growing room that we can work with here. Now, the question is, how do I want to put all this stuff together to start automating some crafting sub-products. Intermediate, that's the word I was looking for. Let's see, we're about half an hour in, so we've got a little bit of time yet. Let's see what we can do with that half hour. Excuse me. While those are going, what we want to do is, at some point we're going to have to start outputting that product. But I think right now we maybe want to send that product into a centralized kind of location, maybe over here-ish. So we'll just route the output. So we need 16, 32 more loaders to output all of the final products of these 2 smelting lines, and send them this direction. This is where we want it. So with that being said, we probably want to build a little bit of a power line to get out here, and then we want, so 32 loaders. That's step 1. 5, 10, 15, 25, 32. And then probably want... Nope, that's not right. That's not right. 100 belts? 200 belts? Will give us 400 to move product. We're working on our loaders right now. And I think we might pull some stuff off of this. Get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of you. We'll move you to there. We'll move you to there. I want you there. We'll get you off of there. Excuse you. I'm really not interested in being pushed around by you, buddy. Thank you. What else do we need? So we got that. We're going to have a longer loader. I think we'll reserve this toolbar for kind of just for our logistics for now. Whoops. And we'll use the other toolbars for other things as we get there. So let's go look at what it's going to take to get these things out. Do we want to run this direction? Possibly. Possibly. I think we might, just simply because it's probably more efficient for the belts. So let's get our belts and rotate them around this way. And we want to get all the way to at least that block there. Oh, right. I believe eventually we get to unlock a jetpack, but unfortunately we don't have access to it just yet. Alright, and we want to get to at least that block there. And go ahead and start outputting to these. Right, and that will send our Xeno plates here out this way. So go there, send the other one right along this line here. Just like so. And then probably want a few more ramps, I'm thinking. Although, no, we definitely need a few more ramps. Get 20 of them. You only make one per, right? Yeah. So a few more ramps, and then we'll do kind of the same thing with the Xeno, or with the Technum down here, except I think what we're going to do is we're just going to continue this off this direction. I think maybe to right there, and then we'll send it this way, and then this one over here. Kind of do the same thing with. I started it on the ground there because I wanted to make sure I had it at the right height. That one can go away now. I don't need it there anymore. And that one can go away now. I don't need it there anymore. And we can start outputting our Technum right onto the belt here. then this belt we just take and wrap around this way. I think we're going to go ahead and try to line it up with this one here. And we'll go like that. Oh, well, that's not ideal, but it's not the end of the world either. We're just going to shunt them over a little bit. Ooh, is that usable? It is usable. Nice. Alright, you go over here. There. Let's go ahead and get these last few bits out here. There we have Technum rods coming out onto the line here. Alright, and then we wanted to, of course we're still waiting on ramps to move the plates up here. And then I guess we're going to have to make a whole bunch more foundations. What are we looking like on our inventory? Sort, we are basically out of Xeno plates. Fortunately, we've got a whole bunch of machines over here that are full of them. Boop. Oh, it's out of reach. Thinking I might want to go ahead and just extend this out, so I got a bit of a walkway here. Alright. Cleared you. No. That. And gives that. Alright. So, those should start building up again since these aren't really moving yet. But yeah, we're definitely going to need more foundation blocks. So let's queue up. Yeah, we'll queue up 100 of those. That'll give us 1,000. Now go ahead and sort this whole stinking mess up again. Hey, look, we got some ramps. Excellent, excellent. Oh, let's move those over here. I think maybe we'll just put them right here. Ooh, I hope I left enough space there. I think I did. I think I did. Yes, I did. Excellent. Excellent. And to there. We'll put you to there and you to there. Bam. We've got stuff on a line, guys. Stuff on a line. Alright. So next order of business is to try to get, I'll go ahead and build out some of this into a production platform maybe, huh? Alright, so we want stuff on, we need to make some assemblers. Did we make assemblers? We did not make assemblers. Let's see. We can make 13. Let's just do 10 for now. Some of them are going to do one thing, some are going to do another thing, and we do need to automate some of the science, right? We've only got the one science unlocked so far. In fact, let's take a look at what we can do with science. All right, over here we have unlocked our burner generator, our ignium ore, so that we can create our power, right? What else do we have over here that's going to be beneficial? Signs, not so much yet. Doors, not so much yet. Stairs, not so much yet. Railings, all that stuff. Definitely a second lane loader. Definitely a conveyor balancer. So it's kind of a splitter, or the analog for a splitter. But over here, we've got the second science pack that we can unlock, which will, of course, unlock more of the tech tree for us. But over here, if you look, so at our inventory size, it'll increase our inventory size. This will increase the speed of our mining drill, which will make digging out the ground a little less painful. I don't know how important that is to us just yet. I know, however, that things like this will be immensely helpful. Looks like we do have some science in there. I don't know how much. And it doesn't look like you can queue stuff up. Hopefully that's something that the devs add at some point, is a way to queue up science, so that you can go say, I want this, and then I want this, and then I want this, and then that, and that, and that, and so build up a kind of a queue for your science to just keep working, so you don't have to go into it every time. Let's go look at our science machine, see what we've got for science packs. We just burned our last one. I think we're done with science packs on this at the moment. So maybe that should be one of our first orders of business, is a crafter that makes science packs. So let's look and see. How do we? If we look at just what it costs us to craft them. 10 machinery parts and 8 technum rods. Well, we don't have any machinery parts, right? So what if we set up an assembler to make machinery parts? Well, we're on our second toolbar here, so let's put these on here. You know what? I think since we're sitting here like this, we should probably ought to go ahead and make one of those. Those need to be on there. Logistics containers eventually, probably, but maybe not yet. And this is really just so we can assign these to these toolbar slots to something else. But we're going to slap down an assembler here, and that is going to make for us some parts. Although I think what we might end up doing here, though, is rather than having these come across this way, although, yeah, maybe we'll just keep building this direction. So now the thing came, I'm on the wrong toolbar here. So you rotate, and we want to have at least one space off of the right, and I want you to make what was it? Machinery parts? For science? Yeah, machinery parts and technum rods. And you craft machinery parts at what rate? 1.5 a second. No, 1 every second and a half. So you're going to have an input of xenoferrite. So it goes like this. We'll just do the same thing with, oops, with these, right? In fact, I could chunk some stuff in here to kickstart this process, right? Yeah. And you, I really just want you to feed those directly into another assembler. So what we need here is we need at least 1, 2, 3 spaces in between. And what I can do then is output here and pick up here. And you, I really just want you to make science packs, right? And we'll, for the moment, we'll just manually shove stuff from place to place. Can I make a loader? I need 2 loaders. Do I have loaders? Well, I can make 2 loaders, so even if I don't have loaders. Yeah. So we want you as an input. And we want you as an output. Move, robot. Dude. And we want a belt connecting. But we want going the other direction. That. Alright, those are outputting those. And we don't have any technum. I've got technum coming out every orifice. Or do I not? Really? I really don't. Well, let's go fix that. I just happen to have some machines down here that do. I need to do the same thing here, it looks like, of putting a little platform out here for me to walk on to collect stuff. Alright. Oh. Really, what I want is I want a couple things here. I want the conveyor balancer so that I can kind of shift this out to do other things, right? What can I? Oh yeah. A few more of those. I think that's enough for now. Because right here, I want you to manually or to automatically feed that, so that when it runs out of plates up here of what I front loaded it with, it will automatically just start feeding it in there, which will allow it to outfeed over here. But I also want to do the same thing with the technum rods, and in order to do that, I need that conveyor balancer to take and shift this over that direction. So this iron will go that way, and one of these technums will go that way, so that they'll feed both of these machines. Like this iron, I can take and put it to right here and just stop it, because this down here doesn't need any of the Xeno to produce the science, right? Let's go ahead and grab those, take them over here, get this process kind of moving. And it takes 20 seconds to process one science, so I've got to just put a full minute's worth of work in there. And these produce 1 science how quickly? 30 seconds. So I'm actually going to be burning them faster than I'm using them, or than I'm producing them. That's okay. It'll get there eventually. And we'll, like I said, we'll manually move the science around for the time being. Seriously? You're already on the last one? Dang, dude. We'll move the science around physically, manually, until I can get us to a kind of a situation where I've got enough production going where I'll be able to automate that process as well. Where are we at on time? We're at 50 minutes, so what can we do for 10 minutes or so? We want to manufacture or produce a few more things. How many do these do? I got 8 more of them. So, let's see. Got a bunch more of this, so maybe we'll expand this out some more. Can't go too far because there's trees in the way. And other things. So eventually I'm sure we'll need stone. I can't recall whether or not I've actually got to a point where I need stone for anything yet. But I'm sure there's a use for it somewhere in the game. Otherwise it wouldn't serve any purpose to actually build the stone into the game, if that makes sense. But I want to expand this platform out so we could just start producing a bunch of different things here. Kind of stick on the same scale here. So what are some of the end products that we need? We've got science going, right? We need to maybe automate some belts, right? Well, what do belts take? Let's actually take. Well, I don't know that we want to do it that way. Let's do it this way, and we want to rotate it around. We have space to walk between them. Looks like right there. Right? And, well, what do belts take? Let's look in our assembler here. And belts take xenoferrite plates and machinery parts. Huh. So, we've already got machinery parts being produced, yeah? So, machinery parts being produced here, and we're actually producing them faster than this thing is using them. So what we could technically do is put one out, one in. You should be output, which there's a button on it, so that if you screw it up, you just push this little button here and it'll toggle it. Toggle it to output. So that'll output some of those machinery parts onto here. And since that's all we need for this, we can actually go ahead and set this up to make conveyors for us. And we'll we want that coming this way. No, we want the belt coming this way, like that. Right? Is that right? Your output, your input? Yeah. And then want to continue these belts along this way. And grab another one of these, set it up for input. And now we should be crafting belts here. And indeed we are. So now, I think I want somewhere to put those belts so that I have some ready for me when I come in here. So let's go in and see what it costs to craft a logistics container. container. Loader support, yes. Loader support, no. So we want loader support. Let's see. Miner, smelter, assembler, and now we should have a container. For those to move into. Looks like I'm about out of inventory space as well. So if we put a container, I want you to output here, and we want an input here, and a container here, and a belt here. And now we should be getting belts in our container. And then to open the container, we can actually set it up to where it only builds so many. These will stack to, I believe, 200 apiece. Yeah, 200 apiece, right? Let's auto sort that. Belts 200 apiece. So it's 246. We'll go ahead and make it to where it will produce 1,000 belts for us. Right? Now, let's go look at our machinery parts production over here. See if we're keeping up with the belt production and the science production. We seem to be increasing slightly. How are we going on science here? Let's grab those, chuck them into the science machine over here, and that should hopefully be enough to get us the rest of this research going here. What else do we want to make? Probably want another one of these just for the foundations, right? Well, let's move it just a... Well, I mean, we could probably butt it right up against it. Put that there. We probably need another container. Because we want to put these in those in container as well, right? We don't want to just leave them setting up there. And these just take iron as well, right? So we want you to make foundations. Oh, you take both. Interesting. Okay. We may have to manually fill you with the technum temporarily as well. So we want kind of the same type of situation here. Yep, back to okay, well, let's rotate. Oh, there's a panel on both sides. I see. Cool. Alright, so you in, you an output, you're not. That's okay. You are now. And you are going to put a belt this way. And now you're getting those. And we want you to be taking that. Yeah, this would be immensely helpful. No. helpful? Not helpful. So this looks like we're going to have to wrap some around here. You should, once these things run out of the other things that they need, are you picking up? Yeah, you're picking up there. Should probably limit that as well. Alright, and with that, we now have automated the process of producing our ores, turning them into an intermediate product via the plates and the rods, and turning those plates and rods into other intermediate and final products. We now have science going, semi-automated. Let's go ahead and grab those and run them over to the science thing. So science is semi-automated. Yeah, we're still having to manually shove it over there, but that's okay. We'll get past that eventually. We're crafting and storing conveyor belts and foundation blocks. And with that, I think that is a really good stopping point. We've actually made some decent progress. We got our power generation set up over there with the ignium. And I think next time what we're going to try to focus on is trying to expand our production line here, right? We want to be making stuff in assemblers rather than, hey look, we just completed our conveyor balancer. Let's go ahead and start the next one. And for that, I'm going to set it up as the second lane loaders, because that will allow me to reach a little farther from our machines and grab from another lane of belts, right? So we're going to get that one going, and next episode we'll probably have to shove some more science into the machine to finish this. But in the meantime, yeah, our next objective is to produce more products that we're going to be using to expand our base and stuff. So with that, thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate you coming along. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. And if you've enjoyed this video, definitely smash that like button, leave some comments. Those are the things that fuel the YouTube algorithm and spread my content to hopefully other people's enjoyment. So again, thank you so very much for joining me, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.